Today I'm sharing with you this lemon polenta cake bursting with juicy lemony flavor. It has an even and fine crumb, is beautifully moist, tender and melts in your mouth. And the polenta adds an amazing texture to the cake. Grab a steaming cup of coffee and enjoy this easy cake recipe. Let's begin. You'll first preheat your oven to 160 degrees Celsius. We'll now add the zest of 2 lemons into our caster sugar right here. Now you want to be careful when zesting the lemons, and you don't want to go all the way till you reach the white pith or skin of the lemon. That is intensely bitter. Just zest it until you see the yellow skin, and then you will rub the zest into the sugar. The natural oils from the lemon start getting released into the sugar. It makes it intensely flavorful and aromatic, and just take a whiff of that sugar and it smells so lemony. Keep that aside and we'll start working on our butter. We'll cream the butter and the lemon scented sugar first. So the butter is softened and at room temperature. You're just going to whisk it up on a medium speed first to smooth it out, and then you will add in the lemon scented caster sugar. And you will mix this using electric beaters. You can also use a stand mixer with a paddle attachment. You will cream the butter and sugar for about 3 to 4 minutes. You'll see the change in the texture. It goes intensely smooth, fluffy, light, gets really pale in color as well, and increases tremendously in volume. You'll scrape the sides and the bottom of the bowl, and then into this we'll add some cream cheese. It makes it even more tender and moist, so addition of the cream cheese just completely transforms this cake. And I've also flavored it with a little bit of vanilla extract. I'll go back in with my electric beaters on a medium-high speed for about 2 minutes until it gets really nice, well incorporated and fluffy. I will again scrape the sides and the bottom of the bowl once more, and then we'll start cracking in the eggs in this recipe. So I'm using 2 full eggs which are at room temperature, but I won't add them all at once. I'll add 1 egg first, and then I'll mix this on a medium speed until I don't see any eggy bits anymore, and then I'll add in or crack open the second egg as well. And then I will mix it again on a medium speed until I don't see any eggy bits and it has incorporated well into the cake batter. Then I will scrape the sides and the bottom of the bowl once more, because as you can see the batter has spread out to the sides and we want everything to combine really well. So scrape the sides and the bottom, and then go in with your electric beaters on a medium-high speed for about 2 minutes more. Now you may notice that the batter initially, while you were adding the eggs, tends to split, but you have absolutely nothing to worry about. As you whisk this now, it will re-emulsify, and then when you add in your dry ingredients, it will be perfectly okay. So don't worry about that. Scrape the sides and the bottom of the bowl. You can see just how much volume we've created from creaming of the butter, sugar, cream cheese and the eggs. So we'll keep this aside now and we'll incorporate our dry ingredients in this bowl. So we'll start off with some all-purpose flour or plain flour, and into that I'm going to add some ground almonds. I will then also add the polenta. And in my leavening agents, I am including baking powder, baking soda and salt. I've added the baking soda because we want to neutralize the acidity that we'll get from the lemon juice that we'll be adding a little bit later. And that gives an incredible light, airy texture to our polenta cake. So give it a good whisk, combine all of the dry ingredients together, and then you'll plop in the dry ingredients that you just combined into the cake batter. You'll first fold it gently with your spatula. You do not want to go in with your electric beaters at this point, or everything is going to fly all over the place, and you do not want that. So just gently fold in with your spatula. Do not knock out all of that air that you've created. And now you will add in a tablespoon of lemon juice. You will now go in with your electric beaters on the lowest speed setting. You do not want to overwork the cake batter. You'll mix it for just about 10 to 15 seconds until it just starts to come together. Now, once the batter is ready, you do want to scrape your electric beaters or your paddle attachment, because the zest tends to clump onto the beaters like this, and you definitely don't want to miss out on it as all of that flavor is in that zest. So make sure you're cleaning the beaters or the paddle attachment and getting the zest out of the beaters and into the batter. And here I have a 9-inch loaf tin that I have greased really well and lined one side with parchment paper with plenty of overhang to help us release the cake really easily once it's baked and cooled. You'll add all of your lemon polenta cake batter into this loaf tin, and then you'll tap the loaf tin on the work surface to help release any air pockets, and then you'll use your offset spatula to smooth out the batter really well. And then this will go in a preheated oven which has been preheating at 160 degrees Celsius or 325 degrees Fahrenheit for about 50 minutes or so. A skewer or a knife or a toothpick inserted in the center should come out clean. Once it's out of the oven, you're going to let it sit in its tin for about 20 to 25 minutes. Then you'll release it from the tin and place it on a wire rack to help it cool down completely. Once your lemon polenta cake has cooled down completely, you'll make your lemon glaze. Now this is entirely optional and you can just dust some icing sugar, but I just love that extra lemon punch that we get from this lemon glaze. So I've taken some sifted icing sugar, a confectioner's sugar. Very important that you sift it because icing sugar tends to have clumps and you don't want that. And then you will add lemon juice a little at a time. Make sure that you're not adding all of the lemon juice at once. Initially, you will feel a little bit of resistance while you're mixing the lemon juice into the icing sugar. You'll feel like it won't loosen up. So give it some time and don't add all of the lemon juice in one go or you'll have a very runny glaze. Although if you do end up having a runny glaze, you can just sift in a little bit more icing sugar and adjust the consistency of the glaze to your liking. Once you're happy with how thick the glaze is, you can start pouring it generously on top of your cooled lemon polenta cake. I like to place the wire rack over a baking tray so that it can catch the drips. Then I'm going to take my offset spatula and spread the glaze around really well. And once I'm happy with the drips and how the glaze looks, I'll let the cake sit at room temperature for about 15 to 20 minutes till the glaze has set and our beautiful lemon polenta cake is ready. I'm now going to slice into this cake to show you the beautiful, delicate, tender texture of this cake. The crumb itself is so fine and even, and it is a very moist cake that is very delicate. It melts in your mouth. You get that distinct texture from the polenta that really makes this cake so absolutely unique. I urge you to give this cake a go. You're going to absolutely love it. If you like this lemon polenta cake, you should definitely check out the lemon cream cheese pound cake that you see on the screen. You are going to love it. Enjoy and happy baking!